Hi everyone, this is Madhurima from the Food Art Studio and welcome to another tutorial, bread tutorial. So many of you or some of you had a query about what is a stretch and fold technique. So many of you asked me to demonstrate this stretch and fold technique. So today I'm going to do just that. But if you actually want to understand the whole concept or the logic behind this stretch and fold technique as to why we do it and when do we do it, because stretch and fold technique, this is not done on all kind of bread dough. So there is a lot you should know. So if you want to actually know the entire concept of this thing, then I would say you go and first listen to my other tutorial. I'll pin the link in my description box. Please go and first of all understand the concept of your high hydration and then move on to the stretch and fold technique. However, if you are just short on time and you really don't have that much time, you just want to quickly get it done, get your dough done, then in that case you can follow this video. As over here I actually don't explain anything but just show you how do you do the stretch and fold technique in your bread making. Okay, but 2 to 3 points I would just quickly go through. First thing, this the dough that I'm actually going to show you this stretch and fold technique is our focaccia dough. Okay, although the focaccia dough is not the dough that I actually taught you. It's basically same, but you can say that we have increased the hydration level. So always remember, you cannot do a stretch and fold technique on any kind of dough. It has to be a no knead dough. That means it needs to be a high hydration dough. Okay, that is the reason I told you to go and follow that other video that I posted before. Okay, anyways, moving on. So here in this video, I'll quickly show you just how to do the stretch and folds. This is on a focaccia dough. I am going to show you the technique. Okay, you can also use this dough for making focaccia, or you can also make a perfectly pizza with this. Okay, so let's quickly get started. Okay, so now we will be doing the first stretch and fold method. So generally stretch and fold method is done around 4 to 6 times. Okay, minimum 4 times is mandatory, with a gap of 30 minutes in between each set. Okay, so there are 4 sets of stretch and fold. The first stretch of stretch and fold will be doing now. इसके बाद हम लोग 30 to 40 मिनट्स का एक टाइमर लगाएंगे, या 20 to 30 मिनट्स का. ड्यूरिंग समर्स इट्स बेटर 20 to 30 मिनट्स, एंड विंटर में 30 to 40 मिनट्स. ठीक है, तो 20 to 30 मिनट्स का हम लोग यहाँ पे टाइमर सेट करेंगे, एंड देन अगेन विल कम बैक एंड डू द सेम stretch and fold technique again for the second time, and like this with a gap of 30 minutes each will complete 4 set of this stretch and fold technique. Okay, so this is my dough. Okay, as you can see it's pretty much soggy and very wet kind of texture right now, and the first stretch जब हम करेंगे तो वो उतना अच्छा नहीं आएगा because the dough doesn't have any strength right now. I have just mixed up the water and the flour and that's it. Okay, I have done nothing into this. Now we will be building. Now generally what we do is we mix in the no knead method. We mix and we just let it sit for hours until and unless the dough is fermented. Okay, now if I have to build in that method, when we just mix and keep it for time to do its work, the bread is formed, but the dough is a little bit on the weaker side. So if we have to build in the gluten strength and we have to build in the strength into our dough, then what we do is we use this stretch and fold technique to build strength into our dough. Okay, so what I'll do is, first I have here a little bit of water, just normal tap water, normal water. Okay, next what I'll do is I will dip my fingers nicely into this water. Okay, so that it helps in when I'll stretch, since it's very sticky and wetty texture. If I don't wet my fingers, then it will stick into my fingers. Okay, we don't want that, that's why. Now suppose this is the 12, suppose this is a clock, this is 12, 6, 3 and 9. Okay, so we are going to complete each stretch and fold from this 12, 3, 6, 9 angle. Okay, so first we'll lift like this. See, the stretch will not be too not be a little bit only, ठीक है. This much only is coming, जितना आ रहा है उतना ही, ठीक है. This my is 12, ठीक है. I'll turn it quarter. This is my 3. I'll again lift and press it जितना आ रहा है and press it on this side. I'll bring the number 3 to the 9 side, and then again I'll quarter, move it quarter, again lift it like this, and again do the stretch like this and bring it to the 12th side, ठीक है. So I have completed 6 and now my last 9, ठीक है. I'll just bring the entire thing again like this and like this, ठीक है. So now I have completed my one stretch, ठीक है. Now again we'll sit for 30 minutes. Now it is pretty, the first time when you do the stretch and fold, it will be very sticky and it will not be coming together. It will be more like a shaggy kind of, like right now it is very shaggy. You will not understand any changes, but as you come for the second stretch, second set, and then the third set, slowly as you do it more and more, you will see that your dough will feel different in your hand. It will feel more stretchable, you know. जैसा जैसा नीट करते वक्त जैसे जैसे changes होते हैं, थोड़ा सा अलग, but still you will see that your dough is building strength, okay. And you can stretch it a little bit more higher, okay. When you can stretch it a little bit more, that means your dough is building strength. Do not stretch it in a way that the thing just tears apart, okay. That is why the first set you don't stretch it so much that, you know, it tears apart. Remember that, okay. So you stretch till the dough can handle, and then you just put it on the other side, again this side. So for full dough should be stretched. I have done it full, ठीक है. पूरा हर side से you need to stretch and fold your dough. So you stretch and you fold over, ठीक है. So now we'll rest it for 30 minutes and then we'll again come back and do our second fold. So as you can see, our dough is right now in this phase, and it has also risen a little bit, and just move a little bit, and we are going to perform. It's already 30 minutes, around 30 minutes हो चुका है, and so now we will be performing the second set of stretch and fold. Again I would be just dip my fingers into the water, and then again 12, 6, 3, 9, okay. 12, 6, 3, 9 method. We lift, and now you see this will stretch a little bit higher, and bring it, stretch and fold it over the sixth one. Move this, lift, and then bring it to the 3 1. We brought it under 9 like this. We'll again bring the 9th one to the 3rd one, see, as I go through, I can understand, I can feel that my dough is getting relaxed, okay. And the last one will again stretch it and fold it over. Okay. So the second set only, it's not that much shaggy as it was in the first case. First set के वक्त dough जितना सा sticky and shaggy and you know it was looking like it had no shape, उससे काफ़ी अच्छा एक light, उस पे एक light strength build हो रहा है, okay. And also the dough is rising well. So these are some of the points. So as you go through last set तक, it will be more like it will develop more strength, and you can understand that, okay. The dough will be a little bit on the stickier side, but still as you touch it, you can understand that your dough is building really well, okay. It will be less shaggy and less stickier than it was at the beginning, okay, but it will be still a little bit on the stickier side. All right, so this is our second set of stretch and fold. Now third and fourth are left. I'll be doing it for 4 times, minimum 4 times hota hai. Then you can do it, some people do it 4, some people do it 6 sets. depends, but I always do it 4, and minimum 4 set of folds you have to do, stretch and folds you have to do for this kind of dose. Okay, so again after 30 minutes I'll do the third one, and then again after 30 minutes I'll do the last one. Okay, I'll show you the clips. Okay, so this is our third step after 30 minutes again. Again, I'll dip my fingers, and now you'll see the stretch is much better. I stretch and I fold this way. Move my bowl. See, the stretch is now much more longer. I can fold. See, this is the reason. You need to dip your fingers in water again. Stretch and fold. Again, you move. And again, stretch and fold. And 4 cycles complete. Again, 30 minutes rest. So as you go, you will see that your dough can stretch much more better, which indicates that your dough is building strength into it. Okay? Okay. So now we are going to perform our fourth set of stretch and fold, which is the final stretch. And our dough is now looking really good. Again, I'm going to wet my fingers, and this is the final stretch. Stretch and fold. You can see how much the strength has built up into our dough. It's holding really well now. Just wet your fingers as much as you need. And we are done with our stretch and fold. Right? So as you can see, our final stretch and fold is completed, and our dough is looking pretty nice. And the enough strength we have built. Now we are going to just cover it and refrigerate this for around 8 to 10 hours or 12 hours as needed. So now I will just cover my dough and let it refrigerate. Okay. Now many people actually just keep it, they just do the stretch and fold, and then they start to shape their bread and bake. But I would suggest that you at least do the overnight fermentation, because it will help to build your flavor into your dough. Okay, so please don't skip the overnight fermentation part. Okay, this is what it is all about, the stretch and fold technique. If you have any other queries, you can ping me up. Thank you for watching.